Hello, good morning everyone. Today I am going to tackle lecture of project management and our example is depend on the network diagram and find the critical path method. Okay, so this is given in the activity and the immediate preceding activity or preceding activity. Okay, so here A and B activities are started together but there is no other preceding activity. Okay, next is A and B activity are completed together, then we started the C activity. Okay, again A and B activities are completed together, then started the D activity. Okay, and next is B activities completed, then started the E activity. D and E activity completed together, then started the F activity. C and F activity completed, then started the G activity. D and E activities are completed, then started the H activity, and G and H activities are completed, then started the I activity. Okay, and here given in the duration in the days or month, so this duration is depends on our activity, not in the preceding activity. Okay, so always keep in mind this duration is given in the form of the activity. Okay, so first we map the network diagram. So here we write first node. You have already seen in our previous lecture the starting and ending node is unique. So we started the first node number 1. Okay, so here A and B activities are started. So there is no other preceding activity here. So here we write A activity, that means true, and here we write the third node. We write here A activity and here we write the B activity. Okay, after that A and B activities are completed, then started the C activity, and here again A and B completed, then started the D activity. Okay, that means if A and B activities are completed together, that means this type of event is merge event. Okay, then started the C and D activity. So here, in case we draw here 1 to 2 A and B activity. So this is the parallel activity. So this is not allowed in our network diagram. Okay, so here we use the dummy activity. Okay, so in the dummy activity, there is two direction, A to B or B to A. So just wait and check the next preceding activity. So here A and B activities are completed, then started the C and D activity. Okay, but B activity is completed, then started the E activity. That means here is the one clue is what? Here B activity is completed alone. Then started the E activity. That means we draw here arrow for the E activity. That means if we merge the A and B activity, so obviously our direction is B to A. Okay, and here we write the dummy activity D1. Okay, so A and B activity started, then completed, then started the C and D activity, and here B activity is completed, then started the E activity. Okay, so first we write here the two arrow here and this one. Okay, so here is the fourth, that means here D activity, and here D and E activities are completed, then started the F activity. Okay, so here we write the D and here we write the C activity. Okay, B activity is completed, then started the E activity. So we write here the E activity because of D and E activities are completed together. So we write here the fifth node. Okay, D and E completed, then started the F activity. Okay, so next we check the preceding activity for the combination of C and F. Okay, so here given C and F activities are completed, then started the G activity. So D and E completed, then started the F activity. So we write here F activity. That means C and F activity completed. Then started the G activity. So here we write the G activity. Okay, and D and E completed, then started the F and H activity. So this is the F activity and this is the H activity. So first you check G and H, the combination is given. So here we write the H activity. Okay, so G and H activities are completed. That means we write here the sixth node. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And G and H completed. Then started the I activity. So we write here 7 node and here we write the I activity. Okay, so this is the network diagram. Actually, this diagram is very easy because of here we use only one tagging activity and the combination, two combinations are very easy given in our question. A and B completed together, then started the C and D activity and D and E activities are completed together, then started the F and H activity. Okay, so next step is what? Next step is we write the duration. Okay, so the activity A duration is 15, activity B duration is 10, so we write here 10. Activity C duration is 10, so we write here 10. D activity duration is 10, so we write here 10. E activity duration is 5. F activity duration is 5. G activity duration is 20. H activity duration is 10 and I activity duration is 15. Okay, so we write here the duration. Okay, after that we find the forward pass. Okay, so what is the process for finding the forward pass? Always we starting, we write here the 0. Okay, and check here if there is some merge event. Okay, so always use the maximum number, and for finding the backward pass always use the minimum number and depends on the burst event. That means if two or more than two events completed together, then we use the forward pass and consider the maximum number. And in backward pass, if two or more than two events are started together, then we use the backward pass and consider the minimum number. Okay, so let's start our forward pass. Here 0 plus 15 is equal to 15. But here there is two events are completed together. So here one number is missing because of how we consider the duration of the dummy activity. So always we consider the 0. Okay, always we use the dummy activity, the duration is 0 by default. Okay, so first we write here, so 0 plus 10 is equal to 10. Got it? Here the two events are completed together, then 0 plus 10 is equal to 10 and 0 plus 15 is equal to 15. But we consider the maximum number. So we write here 15. Okay. Next is here the two events are completed together. So 15 plus 10 is equal to 25 or 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. So we write here 15 plus 10 is equal to 25. Okay. Again in this note, Again, two events are completed together. So 15 plus 10 is equal to 25 or 25 plus 5 is equal to 30. So we write here 30 because of 30 is the maximum number. Okay, here again two events are completed together. That means this is the merge event. So 30 plus 20 is equal to 50 and 25 plus 10 is equal to 35. So we consider the 50 because of 50 is the maximum number. So we write here 50. Okay, the last one is 50 plus 15 is equal to 65. That means we write here the forward pass is equal to 65. Okay, next we find the backwards pass. Okay, so starting from the reverse order. Okay, always use the minus sign and starting from 7. Here write the 65. Okay, so first here is the one event are only started alone. So 65 minus 20 is equal to 45. Okay, here two events are starting. Two events are starting here. So 65, first one we write here the term. Here the 65 minus 15. That means 50. Okay, so here 50 minus 20. So we write here the 30. Okay, here 50 minus 10, that means 40, or 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. Why we use the two events? Because of in this node, two events are started together. So first you check 50 minus 10 is equal to 40 and 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. So we use the minimum number. So we write here 25. Okay. So next one here again two events are started together. Okay. So first we check 30 minus 10 is equal to 20 or 25 minus 10 is equal to 15. So we write here the minimum number. So we write here 15. Okay, next one is the this sum. Okay, so here again the started two events together. So here 25 minus 5 is equal to 20. Okay, but 15 minus 0 is equal to 15. So we write here 15. Got it? The last one is, here is again A and B events are started together. So 15 minus 15 is equal to 0 and 15 minus 10 is equal to 5. So we use always the minimum number and starting is 0. So this is the by default, the starting node is 0 0 and the ending node is same here. Okay, so this is a diagram with the help of forward pass and backward pass. So our last point is what? Last point is we find the critical path. So here the critical path is equal to, please check here, the forward and backward paths are equal. So 0 0, 15 15, 30 30 or 25 25, 50 50, 65 or 30 30 into 65. So we use here the two critical path. So we write here always the one critical path. That means we write here A, B, F, G and I. So we write here A to D to F to G to I. Okay. See, F, G to I. So write here the duration. The value of A is equal to 15. B is equal to 10. F is equal to 5. G is equal equal to 20 and I is equal to 50. Okay, so what is the total project duration? 15 plus 15, 30, 30 plus 20, 50, 50 plus 10, 60 and 60 plus 5 is equal to 65. So our total project duration with the help of critical path is equal to 65 days. Okay, this is our final answer. So this is very easy example because of in every question for finding the forward and backward path the process is very easy. Okay, the confusing term is that for mapping the network diagram. Okay, so always first you map the network diagram. After that you write the duration, then find the forward path and then find the backward path. Always keep in mind, if we find the forward path, then consider always the merge event and the maximum value. And if we find the backward path, so always consider the burst event and the minimum value. And after that, if our forward and backward paths are equal, then we write the total events or activity, and after that we write the total duration and we find the total project completion time. So in this project duration, here is the completion time is 65 days. Okay, so I will continue this topic in a next